Hi, I'm Aku. Welcome back to the Public Diary. Today, I'm not solo, neither am I hosting guests, but instead, I decided to kidnap two tall, 6 feet guys onto the podcast.
6'2".
Yeah.
One is an Everest trekker, prospective doctor, Dubai cafeteria owner,
Soon
and a
come.
footballer. The other, he's Mr. Worldwide. He's lived in 6 different countries, and he claims to be the chill guy, but I'm not so sure about that. And he's a future economist, politician, if he lives up to our hopes. Yeah, and
Brackets unemployed also.
brackets unemployed and probably a finance guy at some point.
That's how it usually goes. That's how it usually goes. Yeah.
Okay, Abdullah and Satva, welcome to the pod.
Hello. We have been officially kidnapped. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know what
yeah,
we're doing
yeah.
here. She usually has influencers on, called people on.
Yeah.
I don't know what we're doing here.
But her contacts today, they were not working, so you just like, get these couple
we're,
of random men on
we're
here.
Plan B. We're Plan B.
Yeah,
Excuse
exactly.
me. Okay, you guys are the first dual guests, so you know what? You guys are icons at
It's a
one
big
point.
historical moment in the history of the world type shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And as
yeah.
you said, when this podcast does, surpass Joe Rogan, we're the ones that cemented it
yeah.
from ground up.
Yeah,
We're them ones there.
Yeah, you're one of the few first guests
Of course.
in the first season. So, right now they're both claiming to be the guy psyche experts. Okay, we also have a few commonalities in the background, and today we want to pop the $1 million question, which you have to figure out in the middle of this podcast, probably. All right. So, what do we have in common? We're 20 somethings.
Yeah, definitely 20-something. Me
He's
as well.
19, by the way.
Hey, there's no need to air.
I was going to tell them to guess, but anyways, yeah, he's 19.
There's no need to air my business on the podcast.
No.
For everyone else watching, I'm 20 plus. It's fine.
He's a minor.
Yeah,
Okay.
He's not even, he's above 18, but still like, realistically, he's a minor, but...
He knows quite a lot about minors. Anyways, continue.
You cannot say that.
Continue. Just continue.
Nah, insane. That part's getting cut out, bro. Yeah.
Okay, so we're there. We're there somewhere in our ages. We're coming of age kids, and we've done the IB.
Yeah. That's the one big commonality we have, I think, doing
Yeah.
the IB.
Okay,
Yeah.
how did we meet?
We met at this place, like this institute.
Common study institution, let's say.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
that's the best way to
You
put it.
guys
we
make
used
it
to-
sound like the concentration camp, man.
Low-key was. Low-key was.
It pretty much was. It pretty
No.
much was.
I mean, we also have in common the fact that we like live in Dubai
Yeah.
and then we do uni abroad. Like, so we maybe have like similar experiences when it comes to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I think you both have quite a few in common because you're also studying in Australia together.
Yeah. We both
yeah.
study about in the same country, 2 hours away from each other,
Yeah,
essentially.
like 2-3 hours type. Yeah.
Yeah. Both in like top unis.
Top unis.
So we're cooking.
And we're top students as well.
Okay,
Low-key.
flexers.
Definitely not glazing ourselves, but it's fine.
Yep. Yeah, like I think we have quite a bit in common. That's why
Yeah.
we're locked in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I call them the girlfriends.
Okay, maybe
Okay,
not.
maybe not that one. Maybe not that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So we did the IB together over here. We met at an institution. It is one of the most overpriced and cynical curriculums of all time.
Definitely.
Does anyone want to break down what the IB is to our viewers, if you guys even know what it is?
Go on.
Right. So the IB program, I think, originally started in Switzerland. Like that's where the headquarters are, and obviously it's the full form is International Baccalaureate. So as the name suggests, like it's international. I have schools everywhere. So we did the full IB. So there's like different versions of IB as well. I know some people in Australia who did like the Australian education system, but did like 1 or 2 IB courses just to supplement what they were doing. But we did the full version of it. So IB basically has 6 subjects. They're scored on a scale of, I mean, if you're really shit, then 0 to 7, but realistically 1 to 7. And then there's 3 bonus points as well. So it's scored out of 45. You take 3 higher level subjects and 3 standard level subjects, and they're like balanced around, you might have a couple of sciences, you'll have like 1 humanities subject, English will be there, and you have an extra language as well. So yeah, it's basically a school system, but I guess it's a little bit notorious because it's meant to be one of the most challenging, obviously, systems there is globally. And supposedly it helps you get into top universities.
Which is very debatable.
Yeah,
That's the
debatable.
Wikipedia side of the IB. Now I'll talk about the actual side of the IB.
Type.
So IB, valid. IB and A levels probably the top curriculums that most unis are always after.
Yeah.
If you're doing either of them, you get a decent score, you're probably going to get into a decent uni.
Yeah.
That's all that matters. However, the IB, don't get it twisted, is astronomically clear of the A levels. Whoever comes out of the IB is different level. So that's what they need to know about the IB.
Yeah.
Also, it was not a great experience for most
also,
people.
the people in the A levels, like, they definitely had a much better high school experience than most people doing IB because they had way less workload. But yeah, realistically, like, there's negatives and there's positives. But I would say that from an academic perspective, at least, in my experience, it has helped me prepare for uni, because I think that even though a lot of it was not like necessary, a lot of it was bad, but like the amount of workload that we had to deal with, I think it helps me deal with my uni workload better as well.
Because both of our natures are such that, like, you know, we only lock in until the last minute. And honestly, like, if IB doesn't help you get into the unis, it's definitely going to help you in the first year of uni, in the sense that, you know you can get the work done. You know you can finish that essay with, like, you know, one all-nighter. You know you're going to get a good grade as well. So I think that's one thing I can say that the IB is probably good for.
You guys being diplomatic.
Yeah, exactly.
Has to be done.
Always.
But today we're going to brutally scrutinize the IB.
Okay, we're there for it.
Yeah.
So, for me, personally, going to that institution and meeting you guys felt like group therapy.
Yeah.
Did we actually learn anything from the IB, or?
Look, honestly, it was more about the experiences, I think.
Yeah.
There was a lot of, practice done, questions answered, this is that, academically speaking. But I'd say most of it was just vibes and experiences, which honestly I don't regret. So.
Is there anything more brutal than the IB curriculum-wise?
I mean, maybe a couple of...
Maybe a Nazi concentration camp.
Possibly.
Maybe that, but it's debatable.
I think like maybe some of the Asian education systems, like I know, like, for example, Singapore, even in India, if you were preparing for like certain exams, and China obviously as well, like, people, it can be very, very stressful, but usually the stress comes from not the curriculum itself, but the preparation exam for the college you're trying to go into. Like in India, for example, like the IIT JEE exam, for those people who know, that's meant to be the engineering exam. And that is brutal, but that's not a school curriculum, right? Exactly. That's preparation. In terms of school curriculum purely, I think IB would be up there, definitely.
Okay.
In terms of the most brutal ones.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah. Because people in Singapore, like, from what I know from my friends and stuff, that's supposed to be one of the hardest curriculums in Asia, right? But they also say, like, by the way, half the 45s in IB come from Singapore, which, for the people who don't know, is like essentially getting like 3 A stars in A levels. So
yeah. We had like, I think one of my friends, she ended up coming into the school around grade 12, and she came from the Singaporean IB curriculum. Yeah. And oh my God, DP economics was so easy, HR.
Yeah. No, they're like that. They're like that.
Yeah. It's the thing with Singapore, like, that's why I don't like that place, to be honest with you. They just make like robots, to be honest. Like, the people I've met from Singapore, I've met a few good people, but the products that usually come out of their system, they're not the ones. I'm telling you for a fact. And if any Singaporean people are watching this, they know what I'm talking about as well. Okay. The kind of atmosphere that is inside schools, inside workplaces, and even universities there. It's, of course, it'll produce people who can work hard and people who are very intelligent, but it doesn't necessarily produce the best quality of life or give you the peace of mind.
Yeah, I agree.
Even if you go on I remember this because my dad wanted me to go to, one of the universities he told me to apply to was NUS, National University of Singapore. So I remember going on, like, because I was just doing research at this point, right? I remember going on Reddit just to see, like, what's the university like? And half of it was just people like saying how horrible it is and like, don't come here under any circumstance if you have a choice.
Yeah, but you can't trust Redditors all the time. But you know how they move.
That's true. But still, like, I don't know. It seemed like a bit like people there found the culture a little bit toxic, which is why I'm glad I chose to go to Australia, where it's a little bit more laid back. Like, obviously we still like study and stuff. We don't just get marks automatically, but I think the culture there is more conducive to the type of life I want to live in my early 20s, especially.
Okay. And is the grading system different in Australia?
No, yeah, probably, right?
Yeah.
Even within our unis, they're quite different. Like my uni, UNSW, they think they're them. So like top 20 uni, they have to have something different. Yeah. So they like operate on this thing called WAM, which is like separate to a GPA.
Yeah. WAM?
WAM, weighted average mark.
Yeah.
Oh, right? I thought like WAM, like the Christmas.
No, not that. But yeah, weighted average mark. It's very similar to a GPA, but like that's like some people have issues with it, some people don't care, But so long as you're at a decent uni, they can probably figure it out. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. So our like the grading system in Australia is different, but within Australia, it's mostly the same. Yeah. So we have like a similar type of grading system to what he does.
Okay. Yeah. I wanted to ask about your IB experiences. What subject would you constantly fail at? Like, math. Even if you tried your hardest.
I remember his was math, yeah.
All agreed math?
No. My math was fine. I mean, math, I think, it was chill, no?
That's a flex.
No. I was not getting 7th all round, don't worry. But like, I'd say I was doing like slightly above average, which is fine. I say other, like chemistry
Yeah.
is the one that was probably my, like bane of my existence. Like I
yes.
did not like it, you know? And that's the one that probably cooked me. If
Yeah.
same as him for math. So.
Yeah, math was the one that cooked me. My
Did
computer
you
sci-
take like AS?
I did. I had AASL.
Yeah,
AA.
same with me. AASL.
Yeah.
I know the people in AAHL are like looking down on us, but like realistically, we look down on people that are doing AISL.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
So
Yeah.
there's-
What
we
did
look
I
down-
need it for?
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
No, but like realistically for me, I would say that like throughout my IB experience, definitely math was the most difficult one to get marks in. I would say everything else I was not struggling with at all, but math was the main problem.
What about you?
AAHL and SL didn't have that much of a difference in my opinion.
You think?
HL and
Maybe
SL?
because we had a smaller group of AA.
Maybe, but
Possible,
I
yeah.
feel like AAHL like
There
some-
was
some-
definitely a step up in my school. At
yeah,
least
yeah,
from
yeah.
what
No, even for us, like
Really?
I saw some of the test papers and stuff. Like this is stuff like we could probably learn, but like it requires like because AASL in order for me to get the relatively okay decent marks I was getting, I still had to like work hard for it. If I was in
Yeah.
AAHL, maybe that might not have been the case, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
But yeah, chemistry was mine. His was math. What was yours?
yeah.
Mine was also math.
Yeah, fair enough. I think
everything
that's
was,
a common
good
answer,
5
yeah.
and above.
Yeah, I think
I see
my
math,
my
it's
main
like-
stress was coming. The reason for like math was a bigger problem for me as well was because the places I was applying to back then for uni, like I was looking at like Warwick or like King's College London or Oxford, whatever. Most
Okay.
of these places, because I was applying for an economics degree, a lot of them had like a requirement set for maths that you have to get like 6 or whatever, right? So for me, it wasn't just that like you can just pass and then you're fine. It was like you have to like actually try and get like decent marks
Yeah.
in maths.
Yeah.
So that was really like making it a bit more difficult for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was definitely the most difficult subject in IB from my perspective.
Okay.
Yeah.
And on a scale from 1 to 10, how would you rate your EE prep and submission?
Extended
EE
essay.
is extended essay.
Yeah. By the way, that's one of the things that I'd say separates the IB from like most other curriculums, because that's just something extra that no other curriculum has.
Yeah.
Me personally, like okay, it was fine. You have to get it done, but I feel
What
like it's
did you do
unnecessary.
it on?
I did my EE on business.
Okay.
Yeah, and because business was fine, like I enjoyed the subject, you know, the concept of finance and stuff. It's nice, it's fun, enjoyable. So my EE experience was okay, but I feel like it's just unnecessary. Like, why, you know?
Really?
I mean, I guess it helps you in uni in terms of essay work and this and that, but we already have IAs, which are essays we have to do within, you know, within all of our classes anyway. So
Yeah.
why? That's what I was thinking. I don't
Yeah.
know. Maybe you guys have different opinions.
I mean, for me, like I did my EE on global politics because that was my favorite
Okay.
class, and my teacher for that was great as well.
Okay.
And I did mine specifically on like Hong Kong, but I think my EE experience was actually quite good. Because my like supervisor was super helpful with everything, and then I remember like really actually somewhat enjoying the process of doing the EE because for me, it was better than studying maths, you know, or studying like computer science, like my other subjects. So for me, when I was doing my EE, it's like I could put my music on and just like work on
Yeah.
on something I enjoy and
Yeah.
something I'm actually good at. So it was pretty good. I ended up actually getting an A. I think I got, I might have been the highest mark on a scale of 0 to 34 in my
Okay.
school at that time. But I think it was a fluke because I didn't think I deserved an A.
Yeah.
I thought I deserved an A in my TOK. I did not get an A in my TOK.
Okay.
So, which also brings us to the point that the IB grading system is so weird. Like sometimes, because I'm saying myself, I didn't deserve an A in EE, right? But I somehow got an A. But it just brings to the point that you don't know what's going on. Sometimes you think you've done good work and you'll get like bad marks. Sometimes you think you've done like average work and you'll get great marks. Like, how does that work?
Yeah.
Okay.
So-
That was
there's
the case
about
for
it.
my TOK.
Yeah.
Like my theory of knowledge, like essay or whatever that was, like exhibition and essay. Both of them cooked. Like they were really good. Like
Yeah.
enjoyable while doing it. You know, you do good and it's blessed because that subject was fun. Because we had teachers that make it interesting and things like that.
TOK.
Yeah.
Maybe it's
Wow,
an
we very inexperienced.
unpopular opinion, but I feel like some TOK classes were really fun. I agree with you in the fact that some were completely dead,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
usually that was not bad.
Yeah. Also, it's random. Like, why is the EE scale from like 0 to 34?
Yeah.
Like, it's so random.
Yeah.
Like, these guys just like make scales out of nowhere, which I find like a bit odd.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I got like 29 of 34, which was good. But there was definitely like I was confused because I think I also enjoyed TOK like quite a bit, and I was proud of the work I did in TOK.
Because TOK teaches you how to think. Like that's their whole premise of the subject, you know? They'd be like, that's how they rep you and they're like, we're going to teach you how to think, like, you know, critical thinking, this and that.
Yeah.
I feel like that's nice, you know? Just like diving into
Yeah.
the psychology of
Yeah.
how things works and things like stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, my TOK teacher kept on changing because no one could explain the subject properly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But then
fair.
EE was so fun.
yeah,
I like actually enjoyed it thoroughly. I did mine on business.
Yeah.
and I did get an A as well.
Damn. Yeah.
So
Fair.
that
Good.
was like locked in, but
That's
TOK
good.
completely.
Yeah.
How were your
out of
IAs
that.
though?
IA is good,
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, I feel like I enjoyed like some of my IAs, to be honest. Like my business one, while I was doing it, you had to like, interview like business owners, this, that,
Yeah.
write a whole, I think my business IA was borderline bigger than my business EE because of the
Yeah.
appendix and stuff like that. Like
Yeah,
that's how much
yeah.
I had to talk about. But
I enjoyed the I's as well, I
Yeah.
thought I's were like, because for me, obviously, maybe it's the way I think psychologically. Maybe I'm just like, it's probably not a good thing. But usually when I do work, I like seeing a direct outcome of it.
yeah.
So for me, when I was working on my IA or my E, it was like, I'm doing this and it's going to directly translate into me getting marks. But like on a random Tuesday, studying a random topic, which may or may not come up in an exam 1 year from now in the finals, it doesn't give me the same gratification. I'm not as motivated, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I used to enjoy working on my IA and EE the most, because it was like, I'm working on this. If I do a good job, it'll contribute to me getting good grades in the actual IB mark in the end.
Right.
So yeah, it was good. And especially like I mentioned earlier, like it's something that you can listen to music in the background, do something else, but also still be working on it. Whereas if you're studying like math, for example, then you have to be fully locked into studying math, right?
Yeah.
Like having music on in the background doesn't usually actually help with being able to accomplish that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to be fair, like we had some very interesting IAs that come up, like people who want to do like, you can see what people want to do in the future. Like someone who wants to do like, hard level of engineering, you can see their math IAs, how detailed they are. Like we had like crazy topics. Like I think I'm pretty sure some guy was looking for like the volume of like a donut or something like that, like calculating
Cool.
through like models, and like it's just cool ass stuff you wouldn't expect to write like 20-30 pages on, like it's a lot.
Yeah.
Like my bio IA was like something to do with like how performance athletes like, perform using not PEDs of course, but like, electrolyte drinks and things like that, because that was legal. I couldn't
Yeah.
use anything else. So
Yeah.
game's
That's
a
cool
game.
though. Yeah.
It's a nice one. I don't even remember my IA topics, but I wrote my extended essay in like overnight, I think.
Really?
Damn,
Yeah,
that's 4,000
yeah.
words.
Yeah.
See, that's what I mean. Like that type of stuff helps you in uni. Because
Yeah.
when you have like deadlines, you can make them.
Yeah.
But I had the research and everything done. It was just like typing it
Still,
out.
yeah.
I just couldn't sit and type it
Yeah.
out.
Well, I think but that's what I'm saying, right? Like what he was saying earlier as well. That type of stuff, at least for my degree, especially the one I'm doing in uni, because I'm doing a degree called Politics, Philosophy, and Economics. It involves a lot of like essay writing and research and stuff. That type of stuff, I think definitely like at least subconsciously helped me, right? Like the way you're talking about, you had a last minute deadline and you had to write all of that. That's now a normal thing with me in uni, right? It's like
It's
2,000 word assignment
reoccurring.
due. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like 2,000 word assignment is due Friday evening. Wednesday evening, I'm like, damn, I haven't
I
even
should probably
started it.
start, You should
Yeah,
probably start
exactly.
getting
And then you're like, yo, like, let me get working on this. And the soft skills that I gained from IB in terms of being able to like research really quickly and write really quickly, I think that has really come in handy, at least for me during my university experience.
Yeah.
Look, I mean, anyone can write 4,000 words in one night. It's just how good it's going to be.
How good
Yeah.
it's going to be.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Especially with ChatGPT now, like you can put the words out. The words are not as much a
Did we
problem.
have ChatGPT back
No.
then?
No.
Right?
But that's what I'm
We
saying.
went through proper IB. We didn't
Yeah.
have no ChatGPT, nothing.
Now, like in uni, people can like anyone can put out words, especially in IB as well, right? Like they can just ChatGPT it
You
all.
guys are so lucky.
Oh, God.
Yeah, legit. But we know how to actually write the
Write it
2,000
out.
to 4,000 words, whatever, with decent quality, right? Like we're not dependent on ChatGPT. Like some of the people now I see in uni and like a couple of the younger people, like they're so used to having ChatGPT just as an option that their essay writing skills, in my opinion, are not developing
Degraded,
as
for
quickly
sure.
as before. Yeah.
We'll play a game. It's called IB or BS.
Okay.
Okay, so these are prompts that are basically, it's either you feel like it's about the IB and this is IB experience, or it's not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, first one. IAs are where procrastination truly meets creativity.
IB.
IB.
IB?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, just like you explained, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Second one. An IA with a colorful graph guarantees a passing grade.
Oh, BS. I've
BS.
seen
I don't
some
think so.
horrendous IAs, the straight black and white.
Yeah.
Guy got like, top marks on his
I
IA.
think black
No,
and
no.
white gives it like more aura, like intelligent aura,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like this guy's only doing it in black and white. That's because it's not about the aesthetic; it's about the content.
Yeah,
So
leave,
I think,
leave the colorful graphs for like, the art students. It's fine.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I disagree with the colorful graphs, but I can see why some people would have like experiences where they got good marks because they put a colored graph. But yeah,
Okay, IB literature analysis is just making up stuff about what the author meant.
IB
IB 100%.
for sure.
It's straight BS as well, to be
Yeah,
fair.
yeah,
Like, because
yeah.
what we analyze in those type of things, straight. But it's fun.
Yeah,
Sometimes it's fun.
This-
I enjoyed English.
Like-
English was fun. We had a
Same.
sick teacher as well. She was
Yeah.
nice.
Same. We had like a very similar like sick English teacher. It was good, and obviously like the response is IB, right? But the reason the response is IB is because I think out of the entirety of IB, that was the biggest BS I've ever experienced.
100%.
Like English,
It makes you
language analysis.
think about what some guy would have thought about making this
So
cartoon.
stupid.
Complete bull, but
Yeah.
it's fun. Like it's fun when you analyze it.
I remember, like, one of the main things when you were analyzing like a piece of thing you were given in the exam was you had to identify what the purpose was of the text. At least that's how our English teacher taught us as well. She's like, you have to state the purpose in your thesis, and the purpose apparently could have nothing to do with what the article's about. Like the article could be about like sharks swimming in the ocean, and somehow the purpose was to criticize the economic recession or something. Like it could be the most random like relation, but
that's
BS.
what critical thinking. That's what the IB gives.
it's called waffle as well. In other
Waffle,
language.
straight waffle.
Straight
That's-
waffle.
Yeah.
Okay, IB graders are just people with red pens who love to crush dreams.
IB.
I think I back IB.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sometimes they randomly like grade, right?
Random, yeah.
But because different teachers give you different marks, you realize it all depends on the examiner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't depend on like sometimes obviously it depends on the work you do, but like
Yeah.
at the end of the day, like a couple of marks,
Yeah.
you just gotta hope for a good examiner.
Yeah.
Okay. Language orals are 10% fluency and 90% hoping the teacher doesn't ask hard questions.
Somewhere in the middle for me.
Low-key IB, because you
Yeah.
could like I had people who memorized a straight script, had like the most detail, like 10 points,
Yeah.
and they performed well. Because if you do well on the fluency part, you in the back of your head you're gonna know how to answer some of the questions by default.
CAS hours are secretly just a ploy to make you do free labor for the school.
This is possible. This is IB.
This is IB.
This is definitely
CAS
IB.
was also like horrible.
CAS
like,
was
it was so
useless.
useless, bro. So useless.
Maybe look, my teachers or whoever's watching this back are probably gonna hate me for saying this, like my CAS coordinator or whatever. But like there was not much use out of it. Like I knew people who completely fluked the CAS. Me personally
Me
speaking as well.
also, yeah.
Like the one CAS project we did, we did a YouTube channel, like a fitness YouTube channel, whatever. We uploaded like 1-2 episodes, and they counted that as our project, like our entire project and
That's
stuff.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some people I know they try hard at like reflections every day, this that.
Oh no, I went off on it. I opened like a whole
Yeah.
like
I feel like you
entrepreneurship club.
insane.
No, why are you tryharding it like
Yeah,
that,
there's
bro?
no
It's
need,
not
there's no
necessary.
need.
It's so unnecessary.
I think.
Hey, I
'cause
mean,
I'm-
fair enough. Like if it works out, it works out.
To
like,
be
it's
fair,
good.
yeah.
Yeah.
It
I mean,
helps.
I can see the vision because of the type of things you're doing now in your life. Like, it makes sense why you would do that.
Right?
For people that are willing to get into IB, don't disregard CAS because you got to do it in order to pass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
However, Loki, don't try hard. It's so
Don't
much.
try hard,
You know,
yeah.
like it's okay.
It's
It's not
unnecessary,
that deep
yeah.
sometimes.
But it is deep. For
Depending
me.
on
For you, maybe.
maybe. for you. You
For
can
the rest
hold
of
on.
us,
You
like,
can
you know,
hold
the
on.
normal man, them, like the ones who are just chilling. For us, it's not that deep.
Yeah, for us
And
it's
by the
best.
way, sometimes I remember like they used to like blackmail you, say like, oh, if you don't do it, you're gonna fail IB. Like, we're gonna make you fail because you don't do CAS.
That's the-
never happening, by the way, though.
Honestly, I don't want to say never happening because some schools might be pressuring it more than others.
Yeah.
But like personally speaking, like if you are not stupid, you do your usual CAS
Reflections,
reflections
yeah.
and like a decent enough CAS project, you're gonna be
You're not
fine. You
fail,
know.
yeah.
I think it's because I was also like managing a dance team at that time.
Yeah.
So I kind of already had that mindset of, oh, this is easy.
Yeah. Let me just
Yeah.
put because for you,
Yeah.
it's not you just put in the reflections for what you're doing anyways.
Exactly. So I
For a lot
decided
of people,
this
they
is
have
what
to
we did.
bring things out from outside because they have nothing else going on in their lives. So
Yeah.
Because like your hobbies maybe align with that a little bit, right? Like you used to. I think him and me, like, we're just like straight like playing sports, maybe watching United, like not
That's
really
pretty-
the ones you can write in CAS, you know.
I
Like,
can't really say United lost 2-1. I cried myself to sleep. Like can't really say that thing.
It's,
You know.
it's not really CAS type. Yeah.
Okay. So I want to know how your high school friendships kind of differ from college friendships now. Do you feel like there's a difference? Now that you guys
Deeper
have-
question.
Deeper question. It's a good question. It's a very good question.
Great question.
Guys, this is just the surface.
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
We're going deep.
Damn. Okay. Do you want to start?
I say my uni friendships, I'm a lot more open with them than I am with my high school friendships. However, high school friendships are like nostalgic, you cannot like lose
Yeah.
them. Like I have like, 4 or 5 people that, I would still talk to from high school.
This is like high school friendship.
Yeah.
right?
But this is
Kind
high
of,
school
yeah.
/ uni as well. So that's like the best combination, I'd say.
Yeah.
So that's why it's good. But people that are just uni friends, like I'm really close with some of them. Obviously some you got to cut off like instantly, which I've already done. Obviously I can't do the same with certain high school people because they're high school people, but like I'd say there's a big disparity between high
Yeah.
school and college friendships.
I would say that for me, it's just also the stage of life you're in. I think uni friendships, because of the fact that you're obviously now a little bit older, and like I think you have a lot more independence than you would do obviously when you're living with your parents in high school. I think that's why those friendships naturally tend to be a bit more like, you tend to become closer with them. You tend to be a bit more open with them.
100%. Yeah.
Because also the type of situations you find yourself in with them are different, right? To
Yeah.
what you would in high school. Like you find yourself like, you know, randomly outside at 3 a.m. You don't know where you are. That type of vibe. Like you can find yourself in those type of situations.
I wonder what happened to him.
That's different. That's different. But it's like you get put into certain scenarios and situations which you wouldn't in high school.
Because it's also different. Well, at least for us, like, you know, we live abroad and we see our uni friends a lot more because, you know, we live around them, you know, go to classes, this and that.
Yeah.
High school friends, especially the ones that have not left the UAE, I'd say there's like a gap in knowledge and like character building there. So you cannot relate to them as much now that you're
Anymore.
older.
Okay.
However, they're still like, you know, boys locked in, whatever.
Yeah.
Right. But there's that slight difference there.
I do think that like at the same time, some of the high school friendships, they translate into uni as well. Like I've got a couple of high school friends whom I've become closer with since I went to uni. Like I was already very close with them. I've become closer because they're also having similar experiences to what I am. They might be in a different part of the world, but we're still like talking every day. We're still very, very close, right? But I think what's happened is with my close high school friends, I've become closer. But with the ones who are like, you know, just like normal friends, I've drifted away from them.
Yeah, definitely.
Because we've got different lives now.
Exactly,
completely,
exactly.
right?
Some friends you can just go meet them after like a year, which I did in Turkey. I met one of my friends.
Oh wow.
Like, yeah, because he was from high school, and you just meet him and like it's like, oh, it's as if we met yesterday, you know.
Yeah.
Some people you got to put in more effort, be like, you know, it takes some time to get back used to it, this, that, whatever. But
Yeah.
that's the difference.
Yeah.
I think it's changed, like going to uni has changed my outlook on friendships because I don't know, in high school it's like this is your circle of friends and that's what you're sticking on to. But then when you're in uni, you keep on changing groups. Or maybe
Yeah.
that's me. But like you meet different kinds of people. Some would be seniors, some
Yeah.
would be juniors, some
Yeah.
would be like in your similar classes.
Are they your friends though, or are they acquaintances?
Yeah.
Who?
The different groups of people you're meeting, because I have a dignified group of friends, right, which I consider
In
my
uni?
friends, but I meet hundreds of people, right?
Yeah.
I would not consider many of them my friends. Most of them are acquaintances, like
Yeah.
you know, people you talk here and there in certain situations. Obviously, you have your 5-6 certain friends.
Yeah.
That's your one group, but
Yeah.
I don't have changing groups like that.
Yeah.
Okay. No, mine is kind of like I don't know, that's the change that I have on like friends.
Fair.
Because I consider everyone to be kind of moving in their own path.
Yeah.
And like everyone's pursuing something, right? Like
Yeah.
they want to do something in
They
their
have a
uni
goal,
life.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if I'm complimenting someone and we're vibing, the chemistry is there, then yeah, I would consider friends.
Fair.
And they're very supportive as well.
Yeah.
Crazy part is the same thing where you talked about like you were meeting friends. Like you just went to Turkey recently, you met someone from high school.
Yeah.
I've been getting to do that with uni friends.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know, I felt like there's more widespread connection. It's more
That is 100% true.
long-lasting
Yeah.
Yeah.
after uni probably,
Yeah.
because you're more like already into the professional world, already with a
Yeah. Because at this point in time, like you're
Mindset.
living, not as in like literally with, but at least like for me, we're living in a dorm, right? So
Yeah.
you're kind of living with other people, right? So you're,
yeah.
you know, you obviously the chance of your friendships with them gonna last, like it's higher than high school friends.
Yeah.
That all being said, like as I said, I love my uni friends as well, but my high school friends, some of them were still tight. Like we talk every day.
Yeah.
They're still like really, really important friendships to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I think they're both equally as important, but different dynamics, I would say.
I felt like high school friendships was a bit of a toxic-ish environment.
I've heard
just
that from
because
some
you're
people.
spending
Yeah.
365 days with the same, well, maybe not 365, but like
Yeah.
Fair.
every day with them.
Yeah.
I'd say that's like that for me for uni, because I'm living with my uni
Yeah.
friends.
That's
So
crazy.
yeah, that's why I tend to cut off like people like I don't vibe with that much, because it's easy to do that in uni. I feel because okay, you see each other every day, whatever, but like it's not that hard, you know. Like
Yeah.
high school friends are different because you see them, you know, you see them from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. and then you don't see them unless
Yeah.
you're going out with like your actual friends.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I think.
At some point they get toxic, but
Yeah.
I don't mean my friend groups. Like the
Yeah.
people I know in
Her
high
friends-
school,
her friends, by the
very
way?
chill,
Yeah.
very chill.
Now,
Everyone's great.
I've
but-
heard that from like people, because like I've talked about the same topic with like other like high school friends, other friends
Yeah.
from uni, and I've heard that from a few people actually, that they think that like their high school friendships, looking back on it, are like a little bit toxic, or like the dynamic wasn't what they wanted it to be. I think in my school, I personally thought we had a better vibe than most other schools that I heard about. Still, even from my school, there's some people who think about it like that. But my personal friendships in high school, like looking back on it, at least from my perspective, I don't really consider any of them to be toxic. Like I think
Cool.
like I want to say at least like 90% of the people I was friends with, like to this day, even if we don't talk as much, we're still like chill with each other.
By the way, I think that's because me and you have different definition of friendships to her.
That's true.
I think you
Yeah.
make friends like way more than we do in the sense that like
Volume.
you talk to something, you vibe with them, and you're friends
Yeah.
with them. You know.
You definitely have a larger
but-
friend group than we
yeah,
do.
Really?
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
100%.
probably. And
Yeah.
because I have my couple of boys from school which I still talk to. By the way, I'd say 2 or 3 which I'm on a daily basis, like communication with, like on text and stuff.
Yeah.
And those guys I'd consider my friends, and you know, like some people you meet when you're in Dubai. But apart from that, they're all acquaintances like the rest.
Could
Yeah.
it be like a guy-girl psyche type of thing? Because I
Probably.
feel like girls
I
tend
think
to
it is.
experience more toxic friendships or
100% guy friendships is not even a question. They're
Yeah,
way
not
better than
even.
girl
Group
friendships.
circle.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. But yeah,
No, that's no, that's true. Like it's probably true. 'Cause it's first-hand experience. Usually she
Yeah.
finds her friendships toxic. I don't think
Yeah.
that's the case.
I will say as well from like obviously I'm not going to name any names, but like from what I've heard and spoken to, it's mostly it's the girls who look back on high school friendships and say they were toxic. I haven't heard any guys say that to me.
To
Yeah.
add to that, I also think it's because you're a teenager, right? And as a
Yeah.
girl teenager, oh my god.
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah.
It's
Completely
crazy
different
to be.
experience.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So like you're kind of not, you don't know who to trust, you don't know where to go.
yeah.
But then once you change your like direction, and then you're like, oh, now I have to
Now-
lock in.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you start finding people who are like, oh yeah, you're good, you're good.
Yeah.
Fair.
I guess that's the kind of experiences we might have, which
Yeah.
we'll get into. Okay, so this is my favorite part of this episode.
Long day, by the way. Now
I've labeled us as 3 monkeys with no experience,
this is gonna be something sped.
just observations. So we're gonna have a great debate about the girl and guy side.
Yeah, I knew it, bro.
I'm
'Cause the girls wanna
I'ma
know,
pass this
or
to
the
Holden.
guys.
No, I'm gonna let this guy
I'ma let
handle
this
it.
guy
He's
do
more
it.
experienced.
No,
I
no,
don't-
no,
I
no,
don't- I
this
don't
guy
be
more
personally-
Now look at them fighting.
More experience. This
No,
guy.
no experience on that front. You know.
Yeah,
we
I'm
can-
It's
we can
just
handle it.
opinions. We're just throwing opinions,
Alright,
right?
let's go, let's
Listen,
go.
I have no experience. You guys have no experience.
Zero experience. Never,
Yeah.
never.
We're very halal kids growing up in Dubai. I think it's
100%. Yeah. That's the type of lifestyle you get here. If you
Yeah.
compare them to
Yeah.
international students abroad, completely different.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We grow up with a lot of respect.
Yeah. Like
Shout
All
out.
right, let's start with the first question. What's one stereotype of the opposite gender that you found out actually to be accurate?
That they take a lot of time in getting ready.
how'd you know that, bro?
I'm just aware. When you're in like group scenarios and stuff like that.
Damn, group scenarios. You're safe.
Listen, when you're with friends and stuff, the people that are usually you're waiting on are generally the females. So
all right.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. What's one stereotype do you think? Though?
I wouldn't know, bro. I wouldn't know.
Okay.
You have to. It can be, an experience like you seeing your dad and mom, like.
I would say that this is not related to my dad and mom in any way, but like
Just to get that out
What's
there.
gonna
So-
come out of their mouths?
there's like a little bit of a stereotype about girls that's like they can be very bitchy with each other, or sometimes girls can be very friendly to each other's face, but then the second one girl leaves, she's talking a lot of shit about the girl that's just left.
Yeah, I feel like
I've
with guys,
experienced that.
they'll talk shit straight to your face.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I'll,
If I don't like you,
I'll
I'd-
violate him.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But behind the back, like it's blessed. Like if someone's
Yeah.
violating him, like you. But I feel like for girls, it's the other
Yeah.
way around.
Yeah,
Okay.
same.
That's one stereotype. 100% I back.
Like if me and him are in the car, right?
Yeah.
I might be cussing this guy. I'll be like violating him about whatever.
The
But-
way this guy speaks to my mom, by the way, I'm so scared every time. The things he drops, insane.
Yeah.
But-
Let me speak to your mom soon tomorrow. I'm gonna tell her what your behavior has been like in Sydney.
My
recently.
behavior is completely fine, bro. I
Yeah.
don't know what you're talking
But
about.
realistically though, like it's the same for like I think most like close guy friendships, like to each other's face, like we're violating all the time, cussing each other out. But behind your back, like if someone's violating you, your boy will defend you. Like he
Yeah.
won't, like he'll
I
protect
think
you.
that's something I found accurate, and like they say that guys are much more tight knit and more like this is my person, this is not my
Yeah,
person.
that's exactly why I relate back to the point. Guys have better friendships than girls.
Yeah.
That's what I think. Because of this reason.
Okay. Are you guys are not you guys are guys bad at texting, or is it strategic?
Certain guys,
Yeah.
they go very strategic about the way they text. Some guys have got zero clue. So they can be perceived as bad texters. Realistically, they have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
By the way, for the girls watching, most probably the guy you're speaking to right now, he has no clue you're dropping hints. So
Yeah, yeah.
you gotta let him know because he's completely clueless.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
fine.
Oh, same. Like exact same.
It just depends on the guy.
Yeah, I mean sometimes like
Most guys though, they're generally clueless. Some
Yeah.
guys,
Really?
yeah, some guys are like, masterminds. They know what to text, who
Yeah,
to text,
yeah.
like when to text. Yeah, but mostly clueless.
yeah, like I feel like as a girl you have to be. I think from what I've noticed, it's just like be a bit more direct, because the things that sometimes you're dropping hints to the guy, low key the guy he's not clocking it. Like the guy's not aware that you're dropping.
He's
any
probably
hints.
thinking about something completely different, by the way.
Yeah. So I would say like be a bit more direct.
Who do you think handles rejection better, guys or girls?
Damn.
I would say guys,
Really?
I would say guys handle. I would say guys usually like crash
reckon?
out, right? But they do it like, as in they don't usually lose their minds publicly.
He's turning pink.
Nah,
He
I'm
has
not,
experience in this regard,
nah. Me personally, like not doing. Me personally, never been rejected, but
Damn, never. So how many of them have accepted?
been doing a lot of rejecting type shit.
Oh, damn, you're like that.
Like that.
Okay.
Oh.
No, but not
Okay.
even on that. Like I'm joking. But
I have a different answer, by the way. I think it's girls.
you think they
Why?
handle it better?
Yeah, because
I don't know, bro.
Because guys initially you think they handle it better, like let me go on my gym arc, let me do this, like all of
Yeah.
that. But a month down the line, they're cooked. Like
But
I feel
depends
like
on the type of
girls
girls,
for like the initial period, they're like they're so deep about the rejection. Oh, I got rejected, this, that, whatever. But then they moved on. I feel like for guys, it probably stays longer.
Bro, the thing is, I feel like when guys get rejected, they blame themselves, and when girls get rejected, they sometimes blame other people or the guy.
External
Yeah,
experiences.
like they blame other stuff. I feel like 90% of cases, like I don't know, maybe on social media and stuff, it might look different. But when I see a guy who like gets rejected by a girl, not even directly, maybe just like the girl has like a different boyfriend, or someone, the guy will like blame himself. Like he'll say it's because I'm not good enough, or like this and
Oh.
that.
Yeah.
But I feel like guys do that more than girls do.
Okay.
This is like I don't know how many people have thought of it that way, but that's my personal experience.
This is the opinions I'm getting from my friends. So like that's what
Yeah,
they,
yeah.
that's, what they,
Personally-
that's what they
personally-
be telling me.
yeah,
I'd have
personally, I don't know.
to say, I think, yeah, guys probably handle
You reckon?
rejection better. Yeah. I don't know. Girls, I think they keep on hitting the mark until they find another person to.
Is that
Crush over.
speaking from experience?
Yeah, is that experience?
No, but like obviously
Yeah.
lots of
No, I'm
stories. We
Yeah.
share every little detail. We never miss a beat
Yeah,
Mhm,
yeah.
when we
Of course.
overshare.
Of course. No. I back it 100%.
Chill,
yeah.
chill, chill.
You guys. Okay. Who plays the I'm not interested card better? Girls or guys?
Well, like the nonchalant gimmick,
Yeah.
probably guys. Oh,
You reckon?
nah.
Maybe girls,
It's
bro.
probably girls. It's probably nah. These days, I feel like guys because they they learn about the nonchalance and how to
Yeah.
stay locked in.
Yeah,
Overall speaking, probably girls.
yeah. Still
Girls.
Yeah.
Because they think like they're dropping hints, but the guy doesn't know what's going on, so they have to be like, oh, maybe he doesn't like me, so I'm not gonna tell him I like him, So
Yeah.
that type of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
So you think a girl would likely ghost someone they like?
I think that is possible,
Why would anyone go someone they like? What the
Nah,
hell? That's
I'm-
a foreign concept to me.
bro. Because I feel like in that regard,
He's
girls.
delusional.
Nah, girls do that more. Okay, you know what? Fine. I've had experiences where I found out later that the girl likes me, but during the middle part in between, I could not have guessed in a million years that the girl likes me because of certain stuff that she was doing, even though she apparently liked me at that time. I think girls do that better. I feel like a guy would never ghost a girl that he actually likes. Zero chance, ever. But I feel like a girl would do it, whether it's to be manipulative or to like even by accident, I don't know.
Interesting.
By accident.
Because
Yeah.
I would say a girl would never ghost someone they like.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh no.
I don't know. I'm unfamiliar with this concept because why are you ghosting anyone that you like in the first place?
No,
Either
I
gender.
agree. I would never ghost
Exactly.
anyone that I like.
See, I think just the fact that I have this mentality, because I don't know, me personally, I don't know, but like, like why, if I'm hypothetically, if I like someone, why am I going to stop speaking to them?
But like
Yeah.
that's the thing for me. Like later, like 2-3 weeks later,
Play
like
hard.
oh why didn't you make a
Yeah.
move? I was like, didn't you like ghost me for like a week? I was like, I don't know. Sometimes it's just confusing.
Yeah,
bro.
I guess that's like probably girls is the answer.
Yeah, it's a gimmick, bro. I can't lie.
It's a
like,
gimmick,
It's a
it's a
gimmick. Yeah,
gimmick.
it's not good.
Okay. What's your take on situationships?
What's that?
What's that? What's a situationship, bro?
You guys.
I'm not aware.
I'm not
so
aware
is that
either.
like
Is that like
Is
a
that
You
a
ship?
guys aren't
relationship?
dating, but you guys aren't a thing.
No, but is it
either.
like a ship like on the water? Like it's just like going? Like,
It's just floating. It hasn't sunk.
oh, okay,
so
yeah.
is this
I'm
is this a
not-
real ship or is this like
yeah?
what's
is
going
it a
on?
yacht maybe?
Are you speaking in metaphors?
Yeah, because I'm not really
Situationship
with
is
situationships like that.
is basically when you both are like interested in each other, but you're playing around the fact that you're interested in each other.
Interested like from like an academic perspective?
Friends, I think.
Friendship
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 You guys,
perspective.
I'm gonna kill myself.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I think if that's the case, you know, some people might enjoy that. They like, you know, the chase or whatever.
Yeah.
Other people they probably hate it because like it
Do you-
screws up with their
Do you
brain.
think situationships can blossom into a relationship, or do they just stay like that?
I think they can.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna be real now. Obviously, I don't know what a situationship is, by the way. I'm just speaking out of my mind. But
He's
on
hopeful.
on a real situationships, they can turn into relationships, and I think situationships sometimes can be a bit more fun because there's more excitement there, especially like if you're doing it kind of like behind the scenes, like not everyone knows, like it's not public knowledge. Just the excitement of it, especially at the beginning, it's there. Like it can be really really fun. So they can be good, but I do think they can turn like unhealthy or toxic sometimes. But you have to be that's why you have to be very open in communication.
Bro, from the way this concept sounds, that is the most unhealthy thing I've heard of.
Right. Have you never been part of that type of situationship before in your career?
This is the first I've heard of the concept because I feel like
Really?
the way it should be, ideally speaking, you should be friends first. You like each other, you get into a relationship. That's how it
Yeah.
should work.
And then you get married, right? Nothing in between.
Bro, of course. Like,
so is that what
if you-
happens
if
in
you-
Sydney as well with you? Like usually you're just like
me personally, like I'm locked in with academics. I have a couple of friends here and there.
right, yeah.
But yeah, like if
Yeah.
you like someone enough, just tell them you want to be in a relationship. If they don't, then stop talking to them.
Really?
Otherwise, it's unhealthy.
Damn.
Okay, you guys are gonna like this question. What do girls get wrong about guys all the time?
Damn.
Bro, I think one thing that I see, I know some girls, like I'm just saying this is a stereotype, right? I feel like some girls, especially when they're a bit younger, are under the impression that like men don't have like romantic or emotional feelings. Right?
Oh, but they do.
Yeah, but they definitely do. Like
They just hide it better.
yeah, they just hide it better. Like there's like
Why hide?
Aura perspective.
me personally, I wouldn't know because I'm nonchalant. Like I don't actually have any romantic emotional feelings at all whatsoever.
Yeah,
I'm just a robot who's on this planet for no reason.
all that's for later in
But
life.
speaking from the perspective of a friend who I heard from, like what I reckon is obviously there's a part of it like fear of being judged by other
Yeah.
guys maybe, or even by girls, like not coming across as weak or whatever, right? Like that's definitely there. But a lot of guys have like really strong emotions and really strong like romantic feelings as well. But I think A, they don't express them as well, and B, obviously they're making a conscious effort to hide it. But yeah, I think girls sometimes, I think over the years they realize guys do because they get more experience and stuff.
Yeah.
But especially when they're like, you know, in like teenagers and stuff, they think that, oh, guys don't have feelings. They do. They
Yeah.
just don't tell you about them, or they don't tell other people about them.
Yeah, and that stems like, you know, all that would stem from like, you know, them thinking this guy's like, you know, talking the same way he's talking to me, like, you know, with like 4 other girls. But realistically, the guy is barely even talking to you. Like he just doesn't know
Yeah.
what the hell he's doing, you know?
Yeah,
Like that's what's
Okay.
happening.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong. There's some guys who don't have actual feelings.
This
who
is
will-
speaking for the general public. Obviously, you
Yeah.
get your odd couple of guys.
Yeah. Like everyone is different. Like not everyone is the same. You will have guys who do not have good intentions, don't actually have romantic feelings, they lie about it. Like that's a part of it, obviously. But I would say like the average guy definitely has a lot of like feelings and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, disclaimer to your parents. This is just a question.
Just a question. Like
Your types in characters can be movie, TV.
In characters.
Yeah.
What do you
I
mean?
think there's a very specific TV character that
Wait,
my boy here-
are you asking specific TV characters?
No. Just your type in a movie or TV character.
Okay.
I know. I feel like you should expand, bro, because I know a couple of things that.
Me personally, academic, God-fearing woman. That's very attractive.
In a
That-
movie character.
Yeah, in a movie character as well. It's same type in real life and in a movie
Take
character.
the character's name.
Oh, yes, you want specific
Character
names.
or like, yeah.
Damn.
I know which one. You told me which one, bro.
Hey, why don't you elaborate first, bro?
I'm still thinking.
TV crushes, give me a name.
I definitely like. There's definitely like certain characters that I like. There's a movie called Paper Towns. It's also a book, the girl in the, I think Cara Delevingne plays it in the
Yeah.
movie. I liked her. I mean, not that much. I felt like she at the ending should have been different, but I liked her general personality.
Okay.
Like I would say my type would be like girls who are like a little bit mysterious, but also like very intelligent. Because yeah, it just makes everything like so much more exciting, you know.
Fair.
Uncle, are you listening? Everything's so exciting.
No. That's
Auntie.
Long day.
Immensely long day, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay, you.
Similar views, but like, if we're talking specific characters, who's the girl in what's that one place in the UK that people go Notting Hill?
Damn, yeah.
Who's the girl in Notting Hill?
I don't know. I haven't watched Notting Hill.
There's
Notting
no way.
Hill is a
I completely
classic.
forgot
It's
her
so
name.
good.
But basically, the girl in that, you know, she goes into buy like a notebook and this and that, like that type of vibe. Like, you know, you're chilling, you have a decent aura. Like that type of female is the one
Just
you
any
should go
woman
for.
on the street.
No. But like, you know, it's either that. Obviously, there's people you find attractive. Like that's different, you know.
Yeah. Now the like for it's a classic. I love Notting Hill. The girl in that is amazing. Yeah.
Like, who is she?
I
I've
forgot-
never watched Notting Hill before. It's
In
a
the
rom-com?
name of the
essentially.
Hugh Grant, isn't it? And then in the movie itself, the name of the
Len
girl
guy,
is
by the way.
Hugh Grant any day. But but I think the name of the girl is Anna Scott, but that's in the movie. That's her name.
Yeah.
I don't know. I forgot what the name of the actress is. She's relatively
Yeah,
famous, but I don't remember her name.
I've seen her face.
We can find out, by
Julia
the way.
Roberts?
Yeah,
I think you're
so.
right.
Yeah, you're right.
I think Julia Roberts is the
Because
one.
I know the actress, but I just
Yeah.
don't know the movie.
Yeah.
By the way, some of these parts there, they just definitely have to be cut. Like they have to be cut.
In the
Yeah.
movie?
No. Like in the
Right,
podcast, a few of the things we said,
Oh yeah, it's definitely
100% have to be cut, bro.
handsome bloke, but yeah, Julia Roberts is the one.
Yeah.
Obviously, like her is because of her personality and the way she moves in the movie.
Yeah.
Like you know, chill like that. You know, bless. Obviously, you get your like average TV crushes when you watch like Friends or something. You have Rachel Green from Friends. You know, those are
For
like
me, Monica.
NPC answers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't discriminate here. It's fine both. You know, it's calm.
Monica's the goat, though, bro.
Okay.
And obviously, you
Yeah.
get your Bollywood actresses as well. Like
Yeah.
they're all chill
Oh
like
my
that.
God.
Like no one you really after like when you're watching the movie, you're watching the movie. But like
Yeah.
some people might catch your eye here and there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out Kriti Sanon, by the way.
Shout out Kriti Sanon. Shout out Alia Bhatt as well.
Not Alia Bhatt. Really?
Yeah.
Odd guy, to be honest, but fair.
I mean,
Really?
I see it.
I mean, me personally, I don't discriminate. But like, fair.
Margot, right? Margot was her
Robbie?
name. Not
That's-
Margot Robbie, but Margot from Paper Towns.
Yeah. Yeah. Margot, yeah. I
think,
really liked her character.
I think mine would be from recently it's been Brian.
Brian?
Yeah.
Who the hell is Brian?
From Family Guy.
No.
Yeah,
Fast and
That's
Furious.
cold. That's cold.
That's cool.
I think no. I agree with that statement. Brian from Family Guy is a decent.
I need
bloke.
this clip for my close friend story,
Yeah,
by the
yeah,
way. My type is going to be Brian, who from Family Guy. That is so funny, bro.
Yeah, from Fast and Furious.
Oh,
Yeah.
what?
Neat.
Paul Walker.
Yeah,
Oh,
top notch.
okay, fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah. Rest
Yeah,
in peace.
he's like
my
that, he's
God.
like that.
Yeah. Solid guy. Yeah.
Dead
I feel like
people.
my type.
My type is dead people.
Crazy.
Fair.
I think.
I think my type stems more from books, bro. I'm
Same. I was just gonna
but
say
then
that
after
exactly.
I watch Salt Burn, I see the Jacob Elordi appeal. Like
You don't see the what's the odd looking guy?
Brian.
No.
Sabrina
Barry?
Carpenter's Barry Keoghan.
Barry Keoghan. Yeah.
That's
oh
my guy.
days.
Sabrina
You don't
Carpenter's
fuck
ex.
with him.
That guy.
no,
Especially
on-
after that one
bit-
bathtub scene, you don't advocate for him like that.
auntie, uncle, we're putting them
Long
on the
day,
spot.
long day,
Look what
long
they
day.
watch in their movies.
It's a movie.
Long
It's a
day.
valid movie. It's fine.
Nah, but for real though, what he said there was facts. Like I would say my type as well comes more from books than because I'm not even being like weird while saying this. The question that you asked, for me, it's more about like the personality, not about the physical looks, right? I feel like with books that makes it better because in the books they describe and talk about the character in way more detail than you would
Facts.
get on screen, and then you can sort of like shape the character in your own head. Like when I was younger, like I used to like read Percy Jackson. That was my favorite. Like
Percy Jackson. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Like-
shout out Annabeth.
yeah, Annabeth. Like later on, like,
Annabeth was cold.
She was cold.
yeah, Piper.
See, someone
Hazel.
like Annabeth, like when you read them in the book, you realize like she's cold like that. Murdering murdering people like that, going into the depths of hell and fighting. Like that's
Yeah.
pretty cold.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
What you don't
Basically,
think
their
that's cool?
types don't exist.
Now they do.
What you're
they do.
telling me I'm not gonna find a woman that's gonna go into the
Honestly,
depths of hell
they
and fight
they,
monsters?
they do exist, right? Not gonna name no names, but they do exist. It's just that sometimes you have to like allow certain things, you know.
Red flags he's talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Look,
okay.
no one falling in love with an image of someone and perfection is not love at all. If you love someone, you love their flaws. That's the most important thing. Like, don't try and find
Damn.
perfection in people.
That's too philosophical for me. I'm not on that. Like, I would
You're
not.
not on
I would,
that?
I would not
No.
understand. I don't know.
Okay, we
Yeah.
could go on and on about this,
Yeah.
but I have to pop the $1 million question. This is what everyone has come here for. Can guys and girls stay friends?
Abdullah's gonna answer that question. My boy, he's got hella experience. He's gonna answer that question.
I believe
So you've got a lot of like girl
no. That's other
Hella.
way around.
Hella.
Other way around.
friends.
Hey, chill
Bear,
out.
bear.
Other way around. Actually, like
You've been falling for people.
no.
Yes, yes.
No.
Bear people.
Because I feel like my number one red flag in a girl is that if she has guy friends.
This guy's toxic.
Wait.
A lot of guy friends.
Okay,
Like if she has like a lot of guy friends.
really?
And
It's toxic.
like okay, but you can be willing to look past those like, you know, flaws if it's for other reasons, but I feel like in that sense guys and girls cannot be friends, but like, you know, if you have one or two here and there, like it's blessed, you know, it's whatever, it's not that deep.
yeah.
I think guys and girls can be friends, provided that there's not like other stuff going on in the background.
I mean, look at Friends.
Yeah, that is not a good example whatsoever. By the way, not
That's
a good
a
example.
terrible example.
Everyone
Terrible-
just ended up
terrible
marrying each
example.
other, man.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. That's the whole thing.
No,
Like
I feel like so many people are like brain rotted from like porn and shit and like crazy stuff, right?
are we cutting that?
If you want to, yeah, probably. Nah, but genuinely though, I feel like people like from social media and stuff like that, they've been like brain rotted a lot. But if you see it like on a day-to-day basis, like yes, guys and girls can be friends, but I think definitely you can't get close beyond the point, right? Like you can't.
there's a thin line. Like I've seen like most instances where guys and girls are friends, they usually end up getting together,
Oh,
which is
okay.
why I feel like, you know, there's no need unless like, you know, they're a genuine friend, which is rare, but
Yeah.
it can exist. By the way, to answer your question in one answer, 90% of the time, no, but there are a couple of exceptions.
Rare friends.
If you think you're that exception, you're probably not, just letting you know.
Yeah.
But they do exist. That's
Well,
all.
that was a message.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah,
Let them know.
I mean, like, look at us.
yeah. That's what I'm
No,
saying.
that's
though,
yeah,
like,
that's completely like I feel like this is one of those exceptions.
Exactly.
You know, so
Yeah.
exactly like
I think you can be like friends with them, but yeah, as I said, like there's a certain line you can't cross, you know. But like even if from one side there starts to like be feelings or something,
it's just unhealthy.
it's done.
It gets crazy.
Yeah,
All right, we're gonna play a game.
yeah,
Translate this guy code.
right.
I'm not looking for anything
That means he's not.
serious right now.
He's trying to fuck. That's it.
That means
No
that,
strings attached.
You heard it, guys.
Damn.
Girls.
I don't know, but I'd say that just means he's not looking for anything serious. Game's the game. He says straight off.
He's actually used that one a couple of times on certain situations.
Him. Yeah.
Him. Not me. Me personally, I would never do that.
Astaghfirullah.
I'm busy with work.
He's probably busy with work.
Honestly,
Guys, come
he's
on.
probably busy
You're
with
usually busy with
I
work.
think that one gets the most overhyped. Like when they're like, "Oh, he's busy with work," that means he's like doesn't care about me or he's cheating or something. Usually, when a guy says I'm busy with work, like he's actually busy with work.
Really?
Genuinely, I do think that. Yeah.
busy with work is like what? It's just shit excuse. Like, you know, that's a normal excuse to
Yeah.
give. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like it's not an excuse. That's what I mean. Like
Yeah.
it's real.
You're different from the other girls.
Take how you mean it. You're different from the other girls. That's how it is. I'm speaking for the guys
Have
here.
you guys
but when-
used that line?
No,
Yes,
personally,
but
me, I
it's-
don't have any experiences. That's the
Yes!
thing.
Hella. It's like pick me guy behavior, like attention seeking type behavior, right?
Different from the other
Realistically, it is.
girls.
Realistically, it is. But sometimes when you say it, you actually mean it, right? You meet a girl that you really, really like, and what she means to you and the way that she is around you is different from any girl you've experienced before. Then the guy genuinely means it. But sometimes, yes, guys can use it for like attention seeking purposes or to try and like be like pick me. But
Okay.
yeah,
Speaking from a man with experience.
I never experienced, by the way, never.
Let's just see where this goes.
He
Back
wants to
his first-
fuck. He
yeah.
wants to fuck straight up. Like he's not trying to see where this goes.
Okay, last one.
Astaghfirullah.
It's not you. It's me.
he's trying to leave the relationship, and most likely he's got someone else lined up other than you who he's gonna get into a relationship with immediately after.
Ooh.
I don't know. That just makes it sound like, he's just trying to make her not feel bad about being rejected.
Yeah.
That's about it. It's
Really?
not that deep. Yeah. He just doesn't want her to be like, oh, it's a me issue. That's about it.
Yeah.
But it's the girl's issue.
I mean,
If you have flaws, like what this guy's saying is true, you have problems you're facing with yourself, and you're like having like things in the background. If a guy actually likes you, he would want you to be there with him to fight all those problems.
Right.
He would do anything for you to stay there.
100%.
So it's not you, it's me. Doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
Okay. All right. That's the end of that game.
thank God.
Right, bless.
We're not done yet.
Good. Okay.
Good. You guys are enjoying?
He is. Me
He's
personally, I don't know.
enjoying.
I don't have much to talk about. So
He's
No,
enjoying
you
a
guys
lot.
talk pretty well. Like,
no, on this specific topic, it's fine.
no. Don't worry. We're switching lanes.
Good.
Being 20 something, 19, but
20 something.
it's tough. And you were expected to have a lot of things figured out, right? Your career, where you're going to stay, where you want to locate at, your family, friends, and yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I want to know, what do you think is the hardest part of navigating life at this age? And how do you deal with those sorts of expectations?
It's the fact that you're perceived younger than you are, but also expected to act older than your age. Like, why at age, okay, not my age, like 20 plus, why at my age am I expected to, like, you should have your life figured out by then. Like, you should be knowing roughly what you want to do. But, like, also, like, 10 years down the line, I'm probably dead, Like, I might be dead. Like, who knows,
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I don't know. Like, let me focus on this year ahead. Let me lock in for this year, and then we'll see where it goes type.
Yeah. I just think it's like a really difficult point in time in terms of a lot of stuff that's going on. Like, you would have to focus, obviously, like on your academics and your career. You also have a lot of stuff going on in your personal life,
Yeah.
right? Like, this is a critical age for where that type of
lot
stuff
of
is happening. Yeah. And also, like, the relationships that you have with your family and friends are changing as well. So, like, I think it's a lot going on, and you're just, like, living by yourself for the first time. That's the case for most people. So there's a lot of stuff going on at the same time. Realistically, like, I think, like, me personally, I don't even think about it. I just live life, like, I just go about my
That's how it
business
should be.
day-to-day.
Live life 1 year
Yeah.
at a time,
Yeah, one
Yeah.
day at a
yeah.
time.
I feel like no, like realistically speaking, like if you're actually serious about your life, 1 year at a time is not a bad scope to look at it.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you want to achieve this year? Achieve those things. Have a scope to what you end goal what you want to achieve in like the future. But like,
Yeah.
it don't gotta be planned out every single step of the way.
Yeah.
Like, because some things will probably change. Like,
Yeah.
it's just the high expectations I think at this age that you're expected to live up to.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And you're sort of like redefining your own life. Like it's being away from your family, being away from what you know as your routine,
Yeah.
and figuring it out.
Yeah.
So based on your family values
Yeah.
and the kind of lessons you've learned and the world we're navigating right now, what are your personal values that you feel like you've cultivated being away, and like that you've developed over, your time of studying abroad, that you carry with you?
I feel
Or
like,
like you
yeah.
feel like you're accumulating right
Yeah.
now.
I feel like living alone plays a massive factor towards that.
Okay.
Because you learn so many things that like you did not learn like living at home.
Yeah.
Simple things like doing your laundry, whatever, all that of course exists. But it's also like you can get your work done, or you cannot get your work done. That's the main thing. Like character building is a big thing when you live alone, I think.
Yeah. I think like values that come through, like I would say with independence comes like a lot of accountability. Like I think you keep yourself accountable a lot, right? Because I think what happens is now that you're fully independent, basically in most regards, and you're making your own choices in whatever scope of life, if something doesn't go well or if something goes well, you know when to like blame yourself or to give credit to yourself. So I think accountability is like one main thing. Like if I haven't done my laundry for 2 weeks and realistically I should have, then I know it's my fault. Like I'm going to blame myself.
Yeah.
So I think you develop like that sort of thought process where you're independent and you're accountable. I'd say that's the two biggest things for me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I feel like once I come back home, I just revert back to like,
Age 15.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you're just chilling. But
Yeah.
once you go back to that dorm or that room,
Yeah.
you're picking it up.
It's also when we're back here, like at least for me, like I don't have the option to live the type of life I live in Australia at home here with my parents, because there's definitely differences in like values and stuff like that.
Exactly.
But yeah, it's just I don't know. I think definitely I've picked up a lot of like character traits and stuff like that. But accountability would be, and independence would be like the two main things.
Okay, cool. So this is our last question.
Yeah.
How do you stay true to yourself when the world is always trying to pull you in different directions?
That's a good question.
Just stay locked in. It's not
Yeah,
that
stay
hard.
locked
It's
in.
a mental block. Whatever you're facing, just block it out and stay locked in.
What I'd say is like, oftentimes you can't control what happens in your life, but you can control how you think to it and how you respond to it,
Good.
right?
Yeah.
So that's like the main thing I would say is who you are as a person. You stay authentic to that. Things might happen which force you to change who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna completely change. By the way, don't stay true to who you are at
Yeah.
like that specific age, because that's not.
It's
great advice.
difficult. It's difficult.
Yeah.
I think we constantly are like, okay, this is me, but subconsciously we're just adding on layers to this
Yeah.
soul.
Yeah.
Just different characters and personas we play.
I would say like the main thing would be like keep your core the same,
Yeah.
but the layers, like you said, they keep getting added
I guess
on.
the core
They
are the
have to, they
habits,
have to
right?
change, yeah.
Habits,
Yeah.
behavior.
Yeah.
The
Don't keep it,
personality
in that
changes.
sense. Don't keep your core the same, because you got to change up your behaviors and your personality in
You reckon?
some sense. Because you cannot have the same personality you were when you were like
Everywhere.
17 and the same thing when you were like 21. You know, like there's a difference.
Yeah.
But your
Like-
core has to stay the same though. Like if you're talking about like respecting people or like how
Yeah,
you
of
think
course,
about
all
like
of
things
that.
like
Yeah,
loyalty
yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever.
I mean, if you have a good core, that is. For us, that's
Yeah,
the case.
if
So
you
we
have- yeah, we got a
maintain the
good
same
core.
values.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, not everyone
Yeah.
does.
Yeah, go on.
You had
Nah.
anything to add on?
No,
I don't think we gave like amazing answers, but I think like part of that is because like
We're going through that.
We're
It's
going
a
through the
big
same.
question and we're going through it.
Yeah.
guys.
By the way, do not listen to us like intently. We're not some experts. We're just
Yeah,
random
yeah,
people
we're just-
she's
we're just
kidnapped.
vibing.
Like
Yeah,
we don't
yeah,
know much. You know, we're just speaking.
yeah. Like 5 years down the line though, I'm gonna publish some books, this guy as well. Then you can listen to us. We're qualified experts right now. Like
Then you're gonna
allowed.
look back at this podcast and be like, what are these
yeah,
guys?
what are these
yapping about,
guys,
bro?
by the way. 5 years down the line, this podcast has to get deleted from the internet, by the way.
Ah.
Bro,
The digital
please,
footprint is
please.
not looking ideal, bro.
Yeah, and really not. I'll pay you $1,000 or something, bro. Please.
You'd have to pay me way more than that.
Damn, she's like that.
She's like that, bro. I don't have the facilities at this moment in time.
All right, we're going to play Who's More Likely To between the three of us.
Alright.
Okay, first question. Who's most likely to cry while watching a rom-com?
Yeah,
Aye.
I think him.
Yeah, you've talked about rom-coms a lot.
I
Yeah.
fuck with rom-coms, yeah.
Why?
I love rom-coms, bro. Like
He's
That's-
senti, guys. Senti.
that's not what it is, bro. It's just that's what life is about, bro.
Aura in the bin, by the way. Nonchalant Aura. Ursula Hall people.
Finished.
Watch this.
Do
Look
not
at
watch this. Do not watch this. Dubai people, do not watch this. No one who knows me, do not watch this.
Okay, who's most likely to survive off of ramen for an entire week?
No, I think
You
you.
could pop.
I feel like I need my proper food.
Is it because I'm in Korea?
Yeah, partly. I'm racist. That's what it is.
Partly. Not even, bro. By the way, like it just
No,
makes sense.
obviously not.
Because
no,
you're
no.
more likely to eat
Access-
ramen than we are. Like
Yeah.
realistically, I don't
Yeah.
really eat ramen like
I
that.
mean, we have a lot of like Asian like community in Sydney,
Yeah.
so the amount of ramen packets we see here and there. But
Yeah.
I'm not on that too much.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm
we
not a
have
big fan.
varieties. We have good prices.
Yeah.
So yeah, I could probably.
are we wrong?
No.
Exactly.
I think you would probably.
I
yeah.
think I consume more than you guys.
Yeah, probably.
I've only had ramen like once, twice in my life. By the way, I don't have ramen like
That's
that.
crazy.
It's a vegetarian as well, though. So like a lot of like ramen is not.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, like-
Wait, what ramen are we talking? Are we talking like cup ramen? Or are we talking like pot ramen?
Ooh, good one.
Because pot ramen.
Cup ramen.
Okay, cup ramen. I'm not on that, but pot ramen, I indulge in that quite a bit. Like I say, once, twice a week. Like it's there, you know, like as part of the meal.
I'll send you some ramen then. Who's more likely to create a playlist for someone they're crushing on? Loki?
Again,
I can't
Again.
lie. I might have done that in the past or something, but yeah, maybe. It's possible. It's possible it could be me.
Okay.
Violation, by the way. You're violating it, bro.
Who's more likely to write an entire essay the night before it's due and get an A?
I think all three of us.
All of us.
All of us.
I think we all have the ability to do that.
Yeah, I think we all be on that.
Who's most likely to go on a spontaneous weekend trip just because they're bored?
Oh, that's probably me. I mean, actually, I don't know, but
Nah, it would be you. You do more side quests, bro. Yeah, it would be you.
I love my side quest, to be honest.
Yeah, it would be him. I wouldn't have the energy for that, to be honest. I just like sleep for 2
Everest
days.
was a whole side quest. Like we were. not
Yeah,
planning on
yeah,
doing
that was so
yeah.
impromptu.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he would be the most likely, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last one. Who's more likely to join a reality TV show just for the drama? Why me?
It has to be.
It has to be. Is that even a question?
You're the one in front
Look
of
at
cameras.
this podcast, bro. Like you're running a podcast, doing up like Miss Universe.
Which
whatever.
reality TV show?
No, but like it makes
Love
sense
Island.
that you would move towards that, right? Like, what are we gonna do at a reality TV show? Like, You've
Sorry,
got.
yeah.
You
Thinking
think
about
I'll be
useless.
sitting in Big Boss and I'll be like,
I
If
can
there's
imagine
anyone-
you do
if
that.
there's-
Pooja, what is this behavior?
If there's anyone with that chance, it's got to
It's
be you because
definitely
you're
you.
comfortable in front of cameras like that. I
Yeah,
think.
like, and you're like doing all of this, like that's what you want to do as well, right? Like, kind
maybe-
of like I know you don't necessarily want to be on Big Boss, but as in that's kind of your genre. Like
Imagine
my
you're on Big Boss. Imagine you're on Big Boss.
No, I don't want to.
Yeah.
like my genre is like completely different from that type
Love
of
is
stuff.
blind, Habibi.
You can be
Dubai
on it.
bling.
You can be
That's
on that.
the
Oh.
ultimate one.
My
Like
God.
that's not him and I are not
Absolutely
are
not
not
on
on
that
that.
time.
Like we're not, you know. Yeah.
Get me on like a cheeky Percy Jackson movie. Like I'll part in that reality TV show. Absolutely
Reality TV
not.
show is not for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we've reached the end of our episode. Thank you so much, Satwa and Abdullah, for joining.
Best.
You guys are so kind to give us your time and insights over these like crazy
Wow.
topics.
Yeah.
I've had so much fun interviewing my friends, my
Yeah.
first friends on the pod.
Respect, respect,
Cool.
respect.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
you guys
yeah.
are cool.
Yeah. Thank you
You
so
get
much.
enough
It was
of your
actually
stuff.
quite fun. I enjoyed
Vibes.
my time.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was really good.
thank God.
Right.
I hope you guys got a lot of insights onto
A lot of this episode has been cut, by the way. Sorry for interrupting. But just
Definitely.
letting you know.
Has been cut. Has to be cut. If it's not been cut, I'm gone, bro. You will never see me again.
They've provided a lot of guy psyche, and girls, I hope you're taking notes. I'll see you next week. I love you so much. Bye.
Fair.